Hello everyone, this is Alex the Blue Man, and welcome to another 2019 movie review. In this video, let's take a look at the latest Disney remake of Dumbo. I remember the original. I never owned it on VHS officially. It was recorded from a VCR at one point, and I kept it and watched it almost constantly. Recently, I saw a few top 10 videos of scariest Disney moments, and that scene with the pink elephants was among that list. But I didn't see it. Why? Off topic, my apologies. I wasn't too excited for this movie, but I was intrigued on how it might go. Also, my family wanted to see it. Walking out of it, will our favorite fat-eared elephant fly higher, or will it be added to the mediocre pile? Let's figure it out. Obviously, this movie is different than the original, because here, the human characters are more prominent than the original. They're part of a dying circus group when one of the elephants, or at least their elephant, as in singular, gave birth to Dumbo. His popularity caught the attention of a Walt Disney wannabe carnival owner. That's as far as I know with the movie storyline. I will say that what works here is seeing this world, this setting, and Dumbo himself from an average person's perspective. People who care for the little elephant, and other people who care about money. It was like seeing two opposing forces fighting over one animal, which is Dumbo himself. And speaking of Dumbo, he is the very big highlight of this movie here. Seeing him fly during the movie was amazing, and it even felt amazing. But as for the human characters themselves, I find them as okay, or average to okay. There is one of them I felt is near lifeless, but I'll talk about that in a moment. One moment I found as intense because of the raging fires. One of my favorite moments of the movie, and this is a mild spoiler, but it's when one of the characters was singing a song, and that song happened to be in the original movie. That, I think, is a throwback to it, so I'll give this movie a plus for that. Now, let's take a look at the characters themselves. There's the Farrier family, mainly the father, Holt, and his two kids, Millie and Joe. I felt more sorry for Holt, because he's been away on duty and trying to connect with his kids and the people around him. The kids themselves, that's a different story. The boy is an okay character. The girl, on the other hand, is the movie's weakest link, in my opinion. The way she speaks is near lifeless, and almost all she talks about is science, science, science. And it can get annoying at times, in my opinion. Like, my goodness, please talk about something else. There's the ringmaster, Medici, I think that's how the name is pronounced. He is the funniest character, in my opinion. He is the most energetic and the most, what they say, charismatic. And then there's the obvious villain, Mr. Venevere, who is like a corrupt and greedy version of Walt Disney himself. I can literally picture him being in that game released last year called Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's how much characteristics that he has, and how much greedy that he sounds. That is what I meant to say. Clearly, some of this character's motives and attitudes are this movie's weakest link, but I still had a decent time with this. It's not as good as 2016's The Jungle Book, but it's still a decent watch. A good time for kids and family all together. And I just hope Aladdin and Lion King will also be good, if not better. With all that said, I'm going to give Dumbo an 8 out of 10. Join me next time, as my next review will be for Shazam, or as I like to call it, the original OG Captain Marvel. And I'm sorry if I exaggerated on that part. But also, next up for my MCU-a-thon, the big beginning, that is Captain America, the First Avenger. And I still hope to get those reviews out of the way. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down your thoughts on this movie if you've seen it, and I hope you all have a great Bluerific weekend.